Going into our losers finals match, this is going to be on Battle on the Dunes between Solar Cake and Clan. This may be a long one, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we got. I mean, you'll see in a moment, but we've got some long range ships on both sides, and well, I guess we'll see how this all plays out. As I continue to vamp for the very long match timer to finish, and Lotus N. First off, for Solar Cake, God, we have the Alopicoid, piloted by a Sly Crossfox. It is a Mercury Center Mobula paired with dual Artemis and Gatling Light Flak. They're allied, they obviously, piloted by Admiral Obvious. Center Hades paired with dual Artemis, and it also has the Gatling and the Light Flak. Their opponents, Clan. First, we have the Deadly Drop Whatnot, piloted by Steamy Noodle. It is a Mercury Center Mobula paired with dual Artemis. Flamer on the left wing, flare gun on the right, and finally, we have the Charles Mingus, piloted by Nietzsche's Mustache. It is a Center Mercury Mobula paired with dual Artemis, and Gatling and a mine launcher. So, as I was talking about a little bit in the lobby, the obviously being the only Mobula in this match utilizing Hades instead of a Mercury Field Gun. The trade-off for this is they essentially lose the extreme range of the Mercury Field Gun, but they gain a DPS advantage at mid to close range, and they also gain better firing arcs. But these are, if they don't manage to, if Solar Cake does not manage to close the distance on Clan, those advantages are lost. If this match takes place at extreme long range, as I would expect it to, then the Mercs are just going to win out. The Mercs have way more accuracy at long range.
Going into the ribs, though, just like they do right now, is a good way to close those gaps, though. Because if you fly around in the ribs, the tight arcs of the Merc might not be an advantage here, so the Hades can play out its DPS potential.
Yeah, definitely. And Clan I think knows that, so they don't want to get too close to the ribs here. First armor break, going to be on the Charles Mingus, so good shooting by the Alepicoid. And you see red team, they're kind of juking back and forward. They do have the advantage of the hard cover utilizing the ribs, as you were saying. So at any point, if they fear their armor's about to break or they're taking too much damage, they can just back off a little bit, and their opponents are going to lose gun arcs. Well, conversely, Clan is totally out in the open. They have nothing.
Forced to move down now, though, because of the sandstorm.
Yeah, a little bit of a. I don't know if this is the best position for them, because as you say, the sandstorm going to be rolling in on a timed interval. But with all said and done, not a lot of damage going out to either side just yet. Charles Mingus getting a little bit low. They're getting dual focused. Oh, Charles Mingus suddenly taking a lot of damage here. I think that might have been... a light flak in there. There is somebody on the roof. That's... okay. So I'm distracted for a moment. Because there's somebody walking above me, which is, you know, always interesting, because I'm in a single-story house. So, you know, I guess some roof work being done. But with the Charles Mingus going down there, that light... one thing I guess I didn't mention when we were talking about the loadouts is both these red ships do have access to a light flak. So at any point, if they want to have... if Solar Cake just wants to mix in a little bit of extra DPS. If they feel the arm break is coming soon, they can hop down to that light flak and potentially get a faster kill than Clan would be able to. And they're going to continue to hold this position in the ribs. Kill advantage, very important in these kind of defensive matches, because it means that Solar Cake, the impetus is now on Clan's side to make something happen. Solar Cake can play this match as defensive as they want. They can run out the match timers. They can hold this defensive positioning in the cover of the ribs for as long as they want. And they just need to run out the timer, and because they have the lead, they would win in that sort of a situation. So Clan
and as soon as Clan has to chase them into the ribs when the time is tight, it's gonna be really hard to get kills, because both of the red mobs, they have a close range loadout with, as you said, the flags and the gat. The blue mobs, though, they don't really bring that. I believe they have gats on them, but then not a flag, but mine launchers and flare gun, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I believe it's a flamethrower on one and a mine launcher on the other Clan ship. So yeah, Solar Cake definitely would have, even if Clan closes. Oh, whoa! And then as we were talking, the obviously does go down. And these matches can be very fickle, because the Mobula has a lot of things going for it. Some would say it's the best ship in the game, but once it gets locked down and once it loses its hull armor, it's a fairly squishy ship, and if it gets dual focused, it'll go down very quickly. So even though Solar Cake did have the defensive advantage, and it seemed to be, oh no, Olopokoid, what are you doing? Oh no!
That was rough.
I think he tried to go underneath he was reversing under the pipe, and then he hydra'd up, but when he hydra'd, he was still underneath the pipe. So he just hit it and died. But these matches, like these Mobula sniper matches, well, they seem like, for the most part, they seem very slow going. There's a lot of teams kind of poking at each other back and forth. Kills can happen very quickly out of nowhere once one of the ships loses its whole armor, for that reason, because the Mobula is not a particularly tanky ship. Now Lopokoid, he's spawned out in the open here. Obviously has spawned off the port of the Charles Mingus. Charles Mingus has lost their whole armor. He's going to be forced to back out. This is not a great position for, obviously, because now Clan has moved into the defensive positioning in the ribs, and based on their positioning here, they can probably screen out the obviously's angle, which would allow Clan to dual focus the Olopokoid, who is kind of out in the open here. I really don't like this just jointed spawn from Solar Cake. And you see here, obviously he's doing nothing. He's really having difficulty making his way into this formation. And he's also caught in this cloud, so he doesn't have visibility. And even if you have spots, basically blind firing onto the white spot box, not super easy, especially with the Hades, which is one of the more difficult guns in the game. If you want that really high accuracy, you definitely want to have the visibility. And now obviously has moved into close range. He's utilizing the Gatling gun. Charles Mingus going to be the target here. A lot of it going into the balloon. So Charles Mingus is not even going to lose his whole armor. He's rising up to try to stay out the gun arcs. Now Charles Mingus firing his Gatling gun back. But the Charles Mingus... Ooh! And there you go. Light flak for the Olopokoid. Doing a ton of damage. And I don't think that was right. I don't think Clan, Jake, as you were saying earlier, I don't think they'll be able to contest Solar Cake at close range, because they just don't have the close range DPS. Like the flamethrower and the mine launcher are they're fine weapons, but they don't get very fast kills.
Yeah, I was wondering why they flew into the ribs and tried to stay in the ribs, because I mean, for one, it could be smart, you know, keeping them out of the ribs, so keeping them out of their advantage to getting cover and stuff. But they didn't do that really well. So the red team, the Solaris Cake, they could actually get close and make use of their Hades at close range.
And now I think they're going to move forward and maybe reclaim. They were victorious in the last fight, and their spoils are going to be the Eastern Ribs, I think. And we're just going to reset back to neutral, as one might say. And Clan's already on the move. A referee, looking at the chat here. Currently 11 minutes left on the timer, so Clan currently at a points deficit, but they do have some time to work with. They don't necessarily need to just kind of charge directly into the next fight with reckless abandon. Timer pressure is not quite on yet. But what I'd really like to see them do is keep range. Like once they start hitting with the Mercury, they can stop advancing at that point. And now Deadly Drop Whatnot is... I'm trying to find where is... a little far ahead of his ally. And I think they're going to try to use this little piece of the ship as defensive cover, potentially. No, they're just going to keep moving. They're going to try to close the noose on Solar Cake. They know they are at a points deficit. So no matter what, they have to guarantee themselves at least 2 kills. Solar Cake moving back a bit. He's going to screen out Clan's shots. Now the Deadly Drop Whatnot being caught out in the open a bit. This is a rough spot for Clan to be in. They don't... In these Quad Mobula games, you don't want to be in a position where you feel like you're having to chase the other team. Which is exactly what...
Also, they're giving them now what the red team actually wants. They're giving them range for their Hades. They kind of have to now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Clan is forced to come to them. And utilizing this great angle relative to the tip of the ribs, making it very difficult for Clan to dual focus. This is where your geometry class factors in. I'm sure this was, if we try to get like a downward angle on this, I'm sure this was like this was some type of like high school trig class problem. Is how, okay, here's a diagram. I need you to set up these ships so the 2 ships on your team can shoot the enemy team, and one of the enemy ships gets screened out. I need a, I don't know, use a protractor or something to figure that out. But currently, obviously, has gone the target here, and they're getting dual focus down very quickly. Like, there's a lot of subtlety here, but once one of these ships starts getting dual focus and loses their hull armor, it's a dangerous place to be in. And so both the red ships are going to be forced farther back. They're choosing to stick close to the ribs. They really don't want to be in a situation that, you see, Solar Cake is very reticent to totally abandon the hard cover, because once they're out in the open, The Clan can kind of stay at range. So instead of like obviously backing straight out, he's actually repositioning closer to the ribs, just at a different angle. Oh, an Ellipticoid dodging upwards there, bumping his ally a little bit just as he loses whole armor. And Clan, this has been a great pursuit by Clan, picking off the Ellipticoid. I was gonna say they've been kind of getting the better of this fight as it gets drawn out longer and longer. They've been slowly chipping away at the obviously and the Ellipticoid. And just a lot of those Hades are missing. Both the red ships having a lot of difficulty putting out return fire while dodging the incoming shots at the same time. So the Clan just keeps pounding down on them. And now that they're just out in the middle of the map, they have nowhere to go. And just great aggression from Clan. Pushing forward.
This is gonna be interesting now though, because we have less than 7 minutes left, and Clan now has the point advantage. They're one ahead, and they have the longer range. So it's gonna be quite hard for Urz Jake to turn this around, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. And Clan also, if they want it, they can take the ribs again, and utilize that to help them run out the clock. The one thing working for Solar Cake is that the fighting so far has been taking place on red side of the map, so their spawn point is not too far, so they don't have to waste a bunch of time trekking across finding their opponents. So already the Deadly Drop Whatnot is taking the focus fire, doing a good job bobbing up and down, dodging a lot of those shots. Looks like blue team is trying to dual focus the Ellipticoid. Now Ellipticoid has closed the distance here. We're seeing the Gatling gun coming out. Not going to be able to get an armor break just yet. The Ellipticoid losing its own whole armor. Ellipticoid, you need to be careful here, man. Charles Mingus may not have light flax, but they do have Artemis, and the Artemis can be a pretty good kill weapon in its own right.
Oh, Charles Mingus taking big damage though.
Yeah, the obviously has taken the opportunity to push Charles Mingus away. It manages to finish them off, and now suddenly in a surprising reversal, Solar Cake has the advantage here. Ellipticoid's balloon is down. Ellipticoid needs to be careful not to land on this rib, but as long as they can maintain their damaged Mobula, the Deadly Drop Whatnot is going to be getting dual focus here in just a few seconds. Deadly Drop Whatnot, they're trying to stay alive. Their balloon is too heavily damaged. They're hydroing, burning out their balloon. They're going to drop down, and with the balloon out, I think that's going to be it. They're not going to be able to dodge any of the incoming shots. And I think what may be the biggest upset of the tournament, Solar Cake taking out Clan 5-4 in what appeared to be kind of a straight up Mobula duel. I still don't know about the Hades necessarily, but I think the light flax were the guns that were really doing a lot of work for Red Team.